So this is my new garage, and the back there it's my old one that collapsed during the winter 2025. It's in Quebec, so there's a lot of snow. So I'm gonna try to demolish this one, take it apart in 2 stages, because I still have a lot of stuff inside, and I can't do that fast. I'll do it alone. So I need everything inside, including all the shelves I have. Not much damage, which is really good. So I'm happy that it didn't really do a lot of damage, the snow. Anyway, this is going to be a project for me. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe a couple of weeks, maybe more. Who knows? It's 20 by 30, but I'll try to take apart half of the garage and move everything to the back so it's protected, because it's still protected. It's collapsed in the middle. Luckily I had nothing in the middle, no truck, no nothing, so it will be okay to keep half there covered. And then the front I'm gonna start building using this new garage 20 by 30. It's a metal one from TMG Industrial. It's really good stuff that they sell for people like me that don't need heated space. It's metal. Unless you insulate it, you won't be able to use it in winter, but I just need for storage during the summer, because normally we're not much here in winter. So this one, as I said, collapsed because there was nobody around to remove the snow. And this canvas is strong. It would last probably 7-8 years, maybe more. But it's been 3-4 years and now it collapsed, so I have to take it apart and remove it. So it's garbage. Anyway, these videos will be in many clips. I'll try to put them together. I'm not gonna plan to do any editing, so whatever mistakes I made, you'll see them, but I'll point whatever I can point to help people like me in the future, because I couldn't find any good video to help me install this garage without making mistakes. So I'll be making mistakes and you'll see them while I'm doing it. So no editing as is, and stay tuned. Thank you. Okay, so this is the progress. First day probably took me 3-4 hours to take apart almost half. So I'll be cleaning up tomorrow a little bit around edges here, and I need to open the box, which is right there. Took some machines out, I cover them. So the box is here. I have to open up, see what kind of instructions they have and whether it's easy to understand how to install, but I'm happy with the progress. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Bye. Okay, I installed the first two brackets right here, one in the corner here, and another one is all the way there. According to instructions, 19.7, 19 feet and 7 inches should be the span in the middle of the hole here in the center, and that's what I did. So we'll see what happens. Now I'll get one full truss built, and then I want to put it on. I got the scaffold here, so I can go on the scaffold and somehow put it on or put it in, and see how everything fits. If everything fits, I'm gonna continue with the second set of brackets right here and on the other side there, and then the third one, and then I have to start removing everything underneath to continue to number 7. Hopefully next 2-3 days will be no rain, so I will have to cover this eventually because the heavy rain is coming in 3 days, and hopefully by that time I'll be ahead of the game. Just one rookie mistake I made. For everybody, I guess you guys are probably better than me, so you know what you're doing. But if you have a garage that is 20 by 30, which I had originally with this tarp, it was a little bit flexible, so I could fit it on my pad that was pretty much 20 by 30. But if I have a second chance to do this again, which maybe I'm never going to have, I would build the pad 6 inches on each side, bigger, wider, so then your frame sits a little bit inside, not right at the edge, because the pressure is all on the edge, and that's what the issue is. So I am just putting it right at the edge to make sure that the span is 19 feet and 7 inches center to center hole, or the square tube. So that's all for now, so we'll see what happens. So this is how I lifted the whole truss, all of them, one by one, obviously. I used this truck ties with ratchet, these bands, and yes, it's a it's a slow process. You go one on one side, one on the other side, then you release that one, you tighten the other one, one by one. So basically going up and up and up until you get all the way to the top of the scaffolding, and then negotiate to put everything in the brackets here. And these brackets I install now, 2 additional for the third truss that I'm putting in. So one thing just to mention, the manufacturer is suggesting that the holes will be, or should be, 6 inches in the concrete, and that's fine, except I have rebars everywhere, right? So if you hit the rebar, and some of my rebars are 1 inch, so there's no way around. You hit it straight in the center, you're not going through that. Maybe if it's like 1/4 inch, maybe you'll kind of go around a little bit and push it on the side, and then the anchor will be a little crooked. But here I can show you, this one cannot go all the way in, so I had to buy the 4-inch ones, which I bought here and installed, so it works fine. And then I'll see how it goes. I'm going to replace this one anyway. There are 42 of them, 21 bracket, 2 anchors each, so they're $5 each, so it's quite expensive. You have to replace all of them. But if not, so far I spent money just for 4 of them, just to try them. They're working really fine. They're really nice design, and 4 inches, and they work well. These 6 inches are okay, just I won't be able to go all the way in every hole 6 inches deep. So I have to replace with 4, and then it will work. Okay. Okay, so I finished installing and raising all 7 trusses. So the frame is there. Now I'm going to continue working on putting those small bars between and up on the roof before I can install the panels. So I did this alone, which is kind of funny. My wife was here and she helped me to do the first one or second. We were a little struggling to lift it up, but I used the scaffolding, 2 levels. I took one down now, but it was 2 levels up and some winch, and it was working. I was able to do it again alone. 5 of them I think I did alone. Couple she helped me in the beginning. Anyway, so it's possible to do it alone if you have nobody else to help you. It is tricky, but it's doable. So it's all up now, and we'll continue. Okay, all frames are done. Up on the top, on the sides, all these bars, and I install window. Pretty good. You can lock it, so it's nice. And the door. The door is here, very light, but also it locks. So not bad. The hardware is just too weak, but it does lock, so it's okay. Anyway, so now I am starting to install the panels at the front, because this is going to be tough now, especially when I get up on the roof. These side ones are okay, even though I don't have much room here because it's sloped down pretty steep, but I'll put a ladder or whatever on the top and I'll be able to do it. The big panels, very sharp, gotta be very careful. Okay, that's for now. Okay, I continue putting the panels on the side. My wife helped me with the top layers because I can't really hold the panel with one hand and screw it in with a self-tapping screw. It's impossible, so you need help there. Anyway, she was able to do it. And now going the other side, I did lower a couple of layers myself, but now we need a scaffold and she's gonna go up and continue. So this is coming along nicely. I left this open because all my stuff that was on the shelves, now it's outside and it's covered because all my tools and everything else is there. So once I get everything covered, which is the next big thing, doing the roof, it's gonna be interesting how to go up and attach those panels. We'll see how that goes, but for now it's coming along. Then eventually we'll move all the stuff in, and I close this as well. Like that's just a same type of thing as left and right side. So I just kind of left it open. As I said, there's no door there. Once you close that, you can access garage from the back, but you have the door here, so that's great. I put the door in. Gotta do the trim around the door. Not clear how it's done, what's holding the trim, aluminum trim, but I'll figure it out. The window is here, and then I have to build the doors, which is not difficult. This is just a frame. I tried putting it together just to measure if everything is fitting the opening, and looks like it's gonna do it already. Okay, I finished the trim around, and I'm putting the first few panels on the roof. Looks good. I think it's a little bit difficult again for one person, but if you have somebody to help you, it should be okay. So yeah, two panels are up, and I'll continue with the rest. So the roof is done. I finished putting all the panels. It was tough, especially for one person, but it worked. And yeah, now it's it's all enclosed. I'm happy about that, definitely. Working on the trims now around the doors. Once I finish that, I'm gonna set up the door. That's the frame of the door. I was just checking to see how it fits. So 2 doors with 2 panels each, so 4 panels to assemble. But right now I am doing the trims, so it's going okay, one by one, and getting close to being finished. So just to mention what I meant by one person installation for the roof. I did everything pretty much alone. As I said, my wife helped me a few times with holding these big panels on the side because it's impossible to hold with one hand and then drill the hole properly from outside. Especially I have very slanted surrounding. My pad is only 20 by 40 and then it's going steep down. So it's very difficult to position yourself outside to be able to be stable and then hold the whole panel in one hand and try to align all the grooves and then drill self-tapping screw without moving. So she helped me with that. But other than that, I pretty much did everything alone. And if you go high enough on the scaffold up there, going through the roof without the panels, then you should be able to put the panel up, hold it, or put a big tape just in one place so it don't slide down, and then do the self-tapping screws on the top. Yes, it's a little bit difficult, but again, if you have somebody to help you, oh boy, it's twice faster and twice easier. For me alone, it's a little more difficult, but it worked. You go over, you lean over enough, and you should be able to reach, when you lean over, the last screw that you have to put in, and then everything else. So that's the technique I use, which is improvisation, and I'm still in one piece. So we'll see how it goes all the way, but I'm almost done. These are just a few things left, and I'm happy to see it's coming along. So garage is done finally. The lights are in, the little fan. Doors, everything is in, and I'm done. So this took about, I would say, 4 weeks for me to do it alone. I'm sure that few people, or let's say 3, can do it in a matter of days, not weeks like me. But I was doing alone, and I'm 67 years old, and it's doable. It's a good product. It should be sturdy and much more resilient to snow. I put the light up there as well, you see, it's a motion sensor. Anyway, all done now. So I'm gonna post a video without editing much, just what it is. And if anybody enjoys the experience, I definitely recommend the product without any official endorsement or anything like that. I don't really care about that. But I love the garage. 20 by 30. And that's it. Thank you for watching.